The ribs were amazing.
Bacon, but more bacon?
Bacon.
I will take it.
My religion revolves around that cheese sauce.
That's fantastic.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by
Redwood Credit Union, community banking for the North Bay and San Francisco. Full-service business and personal banking, including youth programs. Because this community is our home too.
Oakland International Airport. Now with flights all over the world. iFlyOAK.com. The Coder School, coding school for kids with 9 Bay Area locations, providing individualized immersion methodology. The Coder School. Learn to code. Change the world. Sutter Health CPMC's newly opened Mission Bernal Hospital, with comprehensive maternity services and pediatric after-hours care. SutterHealth.org/Mission Bernal.
Hi, I'm Leslie Sabraco. Welcome to Check Please Bay Area, the show where regular Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. We have 3 guests, and each one recommends one of their favorite spots, and the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. But this week, a very cool twist. We've invited kids to take a seat at the Check Please table. 12-year-old Elias is a hardcore ultimate frisbee player, a sport that keeps it light with tournaments like the King of Bongo and the Spaghetti Western. Oh yeah, and his team won both of them last year. And 11-year-old Rosa loves decorating cupcakes and cookies. So when it comes to eating out, it's no wonder she loves food that's beautifully presented. But first, 14-year-old Ethan is a budding film critic who loves to write about old school classics. He's equally picky when it comes to eating out. He's always on the hunt for the perfect bowl of pasta. And the one place that meets with his approval, no matter how many times he goes, a bustling Italian deli that's become a San Jose institution called Antipastos.
Dad based his belief on, this was a place where he wanted everybody to come and be comfortable. And when we were growing up, we basically, our house was a house where all the friends came and hung out. Mom would be cooking pasta or whatever. Dad would be barbecuing. Hi, I'm Gino DeRose.
And I'm Nick DeRose.
And we're the guys from Antipastos.
Well, we're calabrese Italian. And a lot of those sauce recipes definitely come from our grandmothers. Dad always had a quote where he said quality should not be compromised. So the raviolis are made on a 100-year-old ravioli machine that he hunted down. And the thing about our raviolis is we cut the meat here, we cook the meat here, we do everything from scratch. The dough is made here.
Thin dough, nice rich filling, pillows of heaven.
We're very old school when it comes to our etiquette. Thanks, Gino. And we always know a first-timer from the second they walk through the door. We can look at them and say, welcome to our store. We know it's your first time. This is what we do.
Is that good?
Order to eat here, take it to go. We always try to encourage to stay here. Have a cold beer, have a glass of wine, enjoy the atmosphere.
I know.
We've turned more strangers into best friends in this place.
It's personable, making people feel comfortable.
Oh, there you go, perfect, yeah.
Yeah, we have lots of children that come in and want to see our mom, Mary. She's like their grandma, and there's so many people that love her.
She's the backbone of the whole business, and
we couldn't do it without her.
Yeah.
Now, Ethan, this is a place that you have literally grown up at, right? You've gone there how many times?
Too many to count. It's literally right down the street for me, so it's always been what I go to.
And is it the pasta that you think about? Is it? It's because it's like a deli. There's a whole lot of things going on there.
It's a deli, but in my mind, it's just everything is great on its own, but it all just kind of gobbles up into one thing that I know is Antipastos. Right. I love everything there.
Give me a couple of dishes that you just wake up in the morning and go, oh God, I want this right now.
I gotta sit back here. The steak
Take a breath.
Take a breath. The steak is the most wonderful piece of meat I've ever had. It's always perfectly cooked. Me and my dad will go and we'll just like, like this whole time because it's just so good. It's rare, it's tender, it's perfectly pink in the middle, and it's got the perfect crust on the outside. And it just blends so well together, and you just can't get enough of it. And then they have pasta on the side, and they have the meat marinara to go with the steak. And then it blends in well. And I always try to get extra marinara so you can kind of dip into the meat, because I'm a dipping guy. And then on Fridays, they do a calamari Caesar salad. Well, first off, they do make their own dressing. You know, you got your organic lettuce. They throw in some croutons, which I love croutons. But then they've got the calamari, which unbelievable. It's breaded, it's salted, perfectly crispy. And then the squid itself, it's
not chewy.
No,
it's
like the steak, except in squid form, basically. It's just as good as that.
It's like the beef of the sea.
Yeah, exactly.
Right there.
It just kind of pushes over. Yeah.
And what about the ambiance of the place? You know, because again, this is really casual, family friendly. You think it's a family friendly place?
I think it's very family friendly. And then also I noticed that they have like a little area for seating, and then there's like a little market that has lots of Italian treats. So I thought that was really cool.
It was like a mixture of a ton of different places. It was like a sports bar on one hand, but then a deli and kind of a butcher shop on the other hand. Then they had this amazing hot food bar where you could get like a delicious hot dinner. And I thought it was really interesting, and I liked that a lot.
Tell me what you got.
So I got the beef ravioli, which was perfect. It was perfectly al dente. I had it in Alfredo cream sauce, and it was great. The cream sauce was super rich and had a kind of smoky flavor. I thought the beef inside the ravioli was really good. It was kind of garlicky and a little bit lemony, I'd say. My dad, I think, got the linguine plate, and there was so much of it, and we were all happy with that because it was really good, so we all kind of shared it. It came in this amazing red sauce, but it wasn't too like sweet like some marinara sauces could be. It was pretty much perfect on the linguine.
And did you have pasta as well?
Yeah, so we had the tomato basil cream sauce with the penne pasta. That was delicious. Oh my God, it was so good. You get like a little bit of zing from the tomato, and then I love cream sauce and basil, so it all came together really nicely.
Yeah.
And we also had the salad that came with the dinner, and they offer tomatoes and bacon, which we got too. And then since we got the dinner, we also got the ribs. The ribs were amazing. I love the barbecue sauce that they coated in. Tender, fall off the bone kind of ribs.
Yeah.
And then we also had the pastrami sandwich, the deli sandwich, and I like that you can make your own, so you get to choose your bread and your toppings and your meat, whatever you want, and kind of build your own, which was
because
really
it is
nice.
a deli,
Yeah,
too, right? And did you feel like the portions were big?
Yeah, I thought the ravioli plate, it was large. Like I could barely finish it. It was a lot of food, and I liked that.
And I know Ethan likes it because you said you
I eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
You're 14 and growing and growing and growing and growing.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Depending on what you get, it can be a little pricey, but you know, it is worth what you buy. Like, not only is it good food, but you also get large portions, which kind of adds to the fact that you are getting a bang for your buck.
Right. And did you have any room for dessert?
Yeah, we actually had the tiramisu cup. That was absolutely delicious. And all three of us split it, and it was plenty because it's so rich that all you need is a couple bites and you're satisfied. But I totally could have eaten more.
Did you feel welcome? Service? You said it's like going home when you go there.
You get like a super homey vibe. It's like the staff is so friendly. One thing I loved is that he could kind of tell that it was like our first time. We were still deciding what we wanted, and he actually gave us samples of like 3 different pastas, which I thought was super great.
That's a great way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it can get busy, right?
Yeah, it was
really
super busy.
If
The line was long.
If you hit the wrong time, you're out the door.
Yeah. All right, your spot. Give us a quick summary.
Antipastos, it's real Italian food, and you better go.
All right, Elias?
If you're looking for an authentic Italian deli and the best homemade ravioli you'll ever taste on a 100-year-old machine, come to Antipastos.
Okay, and Rosa?
Great Italian food, super friendly staff. I definitely go back and recommend it to anyone who's nearby.
All right. If you would like to try Antipastos, it's on McKee Road in San Jose. It's open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, and the average tab per person is around $20. Eating out with Elias's family can be tricky at times. His mom and dad are pretty much vegans, but he and his brother are not. Their solution? A fast casual spot offering the perfect compromise. Healthy, hearty dishes with meat-like textures, but nary a chicken or a cow in sight. In Oakland, it's appropriately called the Veg Hub.
Something right there, man. That's how we do around here, you know what I mean? One bread for you right there, sister.
I've been a chef for the last almost 15 years. I have a passion for eating healthy and community education. I actually lost a lot of my family members prematurely due to eating habits and lifestyle habits. And so it really compelled me to want to become vegan as well as learn how to make food taste delicious.
There we go, that's a sandwich.
I'm a chef, but I've also spent the last almost 15 years developing my own plant protein products. We call them Better Chew, which has a better texture, a better taste. Our product is helping individuals transition to a plant-based diet.
And make you some cheesesteak fries, right? They call me all day.
A lot of our foods are comfort foods. We have things like Philly cheesesteak quesadilla or our chicken melt quesadilla. We also have our fried chicken.
I'm saying look like chicken, taste like chicken, but guess what? It ain't chicken.
We also make sure that our prices are actually affordable, helping people who are in underserved communities, giving them access to healthy food options.
Is everyone ready?
So we have vegan plant-based cooking classes for adults and kids. We teach how to make simple recipes that they can do at home. We also like to help children to become aware of eating without meat, eating without dairy, and that it can actually taste delicious.
How you doing, family?
We believe in community, and we believe that food is like an extension of your home.
Watch out. How's that?
All right, Elias, you aren't a vegan,
No,
but your parents
I'm not.
are. So how do you guys handle that on a daily basis?
What ends up normally happening is everyone has a salad, but I will eat red meat. I love a good steak or some ribs. Delicious, especially in barbecue
You're the carnivore
sauce.
of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you guys come up across the Veg Hub?
We were driving down Fruitvale Avenue, and we were like, oh, that's a new place. It took away the McDonald's. That's interesting. The first time we opened the door, we'd never been in there before, the waitress said, hello, family. And that just makes you feel like you're at home. And like the first thing I had was, I think, the fried chicken.
And chicken in quotations,
Yeah,
of course.
chicken. It was perfectly fried, crispy on the outside, soft and moist on the inside. And it also came with this amazing mac and cheese. It's made out of their Hubster cheese, which is great. It's cashew and carrot cheese. Their Hubster seasoning, which is like seasoning salt, but their own creation. And it's really good. It makes a great mixture. So I got this amazing stuff called Grandma's Candied Yams. They were so good. They were so sweet, moist. They were probably my favorite dish there.
Now, what was your experience, Rosa, at the restaurant?
So yeah, we actually got there a couple minutes early, and it was our first time, and they actually were very kind. They let us in a couple minutes early, and like you said, they always say, hello, family, which is very nice. And what I loved is that they have Uno at the table, so while you're waiting for your food, you can just play a game of Uno. We had the chicken melt with the barbecue sauce, and then we had the mushroom spinach melt with the sweet teriyaki sauce. The sandwich itself was pretty good. I personally thought that there was a bit too much of the just sauces itself on the sandwich, but everything else was good. And then the chicken, I guess I don't really like vegan chicken, I guess, that much.
So
the
Ethan's
vegan.
over there
boat,
shaking his
okay,
head,
like-
going, okay, I've waited my turn.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with Rosa. I'm not a big vegan guy, but my mom is, and because of her, I was like, okay, I've got good expectations about here. The thing that really didn't sell it for me was the meat itself. It was just too. I'm completely biased, but I felt it was, it's too vegan. Yes, thank you.
Right, it's a
it's
substitute.
it's not. Yeah, it's
a
not something
substitute.
I'm
It's
used to.
something they
Yeah,
do
no,
themselves.
it's completely subjective.
And what about, because you did mention the fries, the Hubster
my God,
fries.
the
Okay,
Hubster
now do we have consensus
Yes.
over here?
Yeah.
The Hubster
We're
fries.
good.
Did you guys try the cheese fries?
No,
I did.
So that cheese sauce, that is like, my religion revolves around that cheese sauce. Like, if you gave me that cheese sauce on a car tire, I'd probably eat the car tire. If you gave it on my own shoes, I'd probably eat my shoes. That stuff is amazing.
We had just the plain Hubster fries, which were still so delicious. I really like that they're shoestring, like really crispy, perfectly cooked, and the seasoning, the Hubster seasoning, so good. Like, I would definitely go back for those fries.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on the fry part. My fries were actually soggy.
Soggy.
Yeah, it got soggy. I don't know
Yeah.
if it was because of the meat itself or what was going on. Once again, it's a minor complaint. The cheese went well with the steak, and once you paired the actual fries up with that, it tasted great.
So whenever we get fries, I mean, we eat them quickly.
Yeah.
A little bit too quickly. So my parents are like, okay, that's enough of this. You should actually eat your other food.
Well, then you
And-
order the fries again.
Well, I find
According
a
to
way
you.
to sneak them because they're just so good. I like them so much. I have recently found the chicken melt quesadilla. It's so creamy and cheesy, and they cook the quesadilla perfectly. So it's a little bit crispy on the outside, but it's also still soft. One thing I love about there, you can customize anything. So if you don't like your cheese fries with the steak, you could ask, could I try the chicken on the cheese fries? Then it would be a different experience with them.
Was this the first time you'd gone to like a vegan restaurant?
Yeah, like all vegan was my first time.
Right,
so,
and you too, first time in an
I
all-vegan
didn't
place.
really know what
Right.
to expect.
But there were a lot of people. You know, people would eat relatively quick, but it'd be in and out, in and out. It was really cool to see, you know, the place is kind of booming. The service was good. It was nice to see actually everything being cooked behind the counter. Saw some donuts. I wish I got those.
I actually tried the vegan donuts,
Yeah.
and those were
see,
really
you were looking
good
at the
too.
donuts.
Come on,
What
man.
happened here?
I like
Leaving me out.
They have like so many different choices for the toppings. They even had like a green matcha. I went with classic chocolate glaze and then some sprinkled peanuts, which was absolutely delicious. It was super fluffy, and the fact that it's vegan, you wouldn't expect it.
You wouldn't
It's
even
just
know.
Like, yeah.
All right, this is your spot, Elias. Wrap it up for us.
If you're looking for a place with delicious vegan comfort food and where you can feel like you're eating healthfully, not sinfully, come on down to Veg Hub.
It's the place, huh?
Yep.
All right, and Ethan?
I would say if you like vegan food, then this is definitely the place for you. It's got all sorts of selections, and really, if you like it, go get it.
All right, and
Yeah,
Rosa.
a great place if you're vegan or interested in trying some vegan food. I probably wouldn't return, but if I was around, I would definitely go back and get 2 to 3 orders of the Hubster fries.
All right. If you would like to try the Veg Hub, it's on MacArthur Boulevard in Oakland. It's open for lunch and dinner Monday through Thursday, closed on Fridays and weekends, and the average tab per person is under $15. Ever had a craving for a steaming bowl of ramen, but your dinner date wants a sushi roll instead? Well, Rosa thinks she's found the perfect solution. A cozy little Japanese restaurant that offers the best of both worlds. In San Francisco, it's Coco's Ramen.
So I think good food for everyone's same. You know, the taste same. They all love yummy food.
My go-to order.
This is Coco's Ramen. My name is Mona. My nickname is Coco. I'm the owner of the restaurant.
My name is Sinyi. I'm her daughter, and I also work here. Kids love noodles. Some kids don't really like the toppings. They just like plain, like the noodles and the broth. So we tried a lot of different noodle recipes actually, and we narrowed it down to the one we have now. Our pork belly and a pork shoulder marinade sauce. Yeah, it's like a family recipe. And our broth, our broth is the most important, I think. It takes about 7 to 8 hours to make every day.
So in Japan, this is a very required skill.
Our chef Atsu, he's the one who creates all the menu. We leave the sushi menu all to him. He's really creative.
And another thing is we steam the kabocha, then put the slow cook in the center, make the bowl, then deep fry. That's very popular. I like this color. It's not the totally red. It's like orange. People see this color, they will make everyone, happy.
It's cold outside in San Francisco. You want to feel warm in here with your ramen.
We close 9:30, but they stay. Don't want to go. Sometimes we turn off the music. Sometimes I close the door, Yeah, I think people like it.
Okay, wow, this is a tough one. Ramen, sushi. Ramen, sushi.
Yeah.
What do you do? How do
Well,
you solve this dilemma?
Go to Coco's because they have both. The restaurant kind of splits in half. There's a little curtain that separates the ramen side from the sushi side.
Yeah,
So,
there
yeah.
are 2 doors. We
Right.
went to the ramen side. On the ramen side, you can get ramen, but you can't have sushi. We didn't know that. But on the sushi side, you can get sushi and ramen. So we messed up in that
confusing,
department.
yeah.
So you obviously had ramen then.
We obviously had ramen, but
Okay.
and that was fantastic.
If they mainly want ramen, it's easier if they sit on this side, easier to serve them, you know. If they want both, that's fine.
I felt that the presentation of everything there was beautiful. It felt very, very authentic.
Yeah.
The soup itself was well seasoned, had seaweed. I love seaweed. And then it had these different types of meat.
So what do you get?
So one of my favorite go-tos is the tonkotsu ramen, the broth. And the tonkotsu is kind of creamy. And then there's always, for all of the ramen, there's an option of if you want it spicy or mild, and if you want garlic or no garlic. So yeah, the tonkotsu is absolutely delicious.
It's outstanding. And what did you have, Elias?
Yeah, we had 3 appetizers, the fried oysters, the vegetable poke, and then the vegetable tempura. The fried oysters was probably the best thing ever. It was a crunchy, light fry on the outside, and then succulent, soft oysters on the inside. Pair that with this like amazing sriracha mayo. It was like heaven, because you dipped it in, and then there was a spicy, kind of crunchy outside. But then you had the juicy oysters on the inside. And I'm a pretty big seafood person, and I thought it was amazing. Then we had the vegetable tempura,
Yeah.
and it was delicious.
And they give you like such a variety of
So
different
much, yeah.
vegetables. You have like sweet potatoes, like basically onion rings, because
Yeah,
they deep fry an
carrots.
onion. And then they have eggplant, zucchini, carrots,
Sounds
like
good.
broccoli, like every vegetable.
It does sound
I
good,
missed
doesn't it?
out.
I got the shoyu ramen.
We
and-
had that the other day.
Yeah,
actually,
and it's an
when we were there.
aged soy sauce base. I loved the broth and the ramen, the noodles. They cooked as they were in the soup, so it made them soak up the flavors.
Right.
It had the pork shoulder in it, which is a sweet meat. At the time, I didn't actually know that. It was a little bit too sweet for me personally. So I think if I go there again, I might get the pork belly, or I might order a different
The
kind of
pork
ramen.
belly is great. It's like a big piece of bacon that's like super
Yes.
fatty
I was like,
and delicious.
dude, bacon, but more bacon?
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's
I'll
like
take
everything's
it.
better with bacon.
I will
Bacon,
take it.
Everything's better with bacon.
If you don't have enough bacon, put more bacon.
Yeah.
Now, did you really have a second ramen?
Well, I'm not going to answer that. It's private information.
Confidential.
But
He had a second ramen bowl. We know
never.
it. Which one was it?
the shoyu. You had the seaweed, which, like I said, I love seaweed, and it just all blends together, and it just tastes wonderful.
And then sushi. Go into the sushi. What did you guys have
So
there?
we had a lot of sushi. We ordered heavily. My favorite was probably the fire dragon roll. Have you tried that?
I actually haven't tried it, but I've seen it on the menu.
I think it's tuna with shrimp tempura, and it was sublime. It was perfect. It had this spicy like sauce covering it. It was just so smooth over the tongue, and it was spicy, but not too spicy.
You're making me very hungry, Elias. I just have to be honest
I mean,
with you on
these
that
shows
one.
kind of tend to do.
What kind of sushi do you get when you go?
So I like the salmon avocado roll. Their fish is super fresh and delicious, and I love avocado, so if a roll has avocado in it,
You're gonna eat it.
the way to go. Yeah, and then the shrimp tempura rolls are really good because I like the crunchiness with the shrimp, and everything just comes together really nicely.
And the service, we ordered our food. As soon as we ordered our food, within 3 minutes, it was here. Like, wow, this is fast.
Yeah.
And it was really pleasing to see that.
And then on the sushi side, there's like a sushi bar, and
I
you
saw
can see
that.
all the fish. You can actually watch the sushi chefs
Being made.
make
So
the roll. It's really cool because they're really talented in how they drizzle everything, put all the fish on.
And any desserts you guys want to
Oh,
talk
yes.
about? Yes.
I've always loved mochi. Mochi's, it's flavored ice cream, so like mango or strawberry, peach, in this wrapper of Japanese rice with some confectioner's sugar and flour on top, and it's so good. It's like chewy on the outside, then it's cold and soft and smooth on the inside. Then they put this whipped cream and then chocolate sauce, and then they cut it into wedges, and it's like little flowers of heaven, and they're so good.
Little flower petals. Did you have that?
I had that too.
Yeah.
I felt the ice cream was good, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on the actual rice part. Like you said, it is a little warm on the outside. I respect that.
You guys are so civil. I love it.
respect that. On the actual inside, this is the ice cream. It was really cold, and it was hitting my mouth. Once again, this is entirely subjective.
Would have to agree with Ethan on the mochi though. I kind of have to wait for my mochi to sit and melt a little bit, because it is hard to, like, when you bite into it, your teeth get like the cold shockwave.
You just get so impatient though.
Yeah, I know. It's ice cream, man.
Come on.
Like dessert, you want it. All right, this is your spot. Wrap it up for us.
So I
Alyssa.
think it's great, delicious food in a family-friendly environment with plenty reasonable prices.
And Elias.
If you're looking for a place with interesting, authentic Japanese sushi and generous hot bowls of delicious ramen, come on down to Coco's.
All right, and Ethan.
I think Coco's is absolutely fantastic Japanese food, and if I think you're interested at all in anything like that, I think you should definitely go.
All right, if you would like to try Coco's Ramen, it's on Mission Street near 29th in San Francisco. It's open every day for lunch and dinner except Tuesday, and the average tab per person is around $20. I have to thank my absolutely wonderful guests on this week's show. Ethan, who's been filling up on the homey Italian comfort food at Antipastos ever since he was a bambino. And Elias, who practically inhales the cheese fries at the Veg Hub. And Rosa, who can't get enough of the sushi and spicy slurps at Coco's Ramen. So join us next time when 3 new guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sbrocco, and I'll see you then. All right, you guys. Woo! Yeah. Did you have fun? Yeah. So now it's your turn. We want to hear from you if you visited any of our Check Please restaurants. You can post a selfie on Instagram, join the conversation on Facebook, and tweet us anytime. And don't forget to visit our website to see all your favorite episodes again, anytime. Cheers!
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by Sutter Health CPMC's newly opened Mission Bernal Hospital with comprehensive maternity services and pediatric after-hours care. SutterHealth.org/Mission Bernal. The Coder School, coding school for kids with 9 Bay Area locations providing individualized immersion methodology. The Coder School. Learn to code. Change the world. Oakland International Airport. Now with flights all over the world. iFlyOAK.com.
Redwood Credit Union, community banking for the North Bay and San Francisco. Full-service business and personal banking, including youth programs. Because this community is our home too.
But you got 2 ramen.
I like to eat.
You got, like, for yourself?
No, I would never do that.
No, I'm jealous. Like, I want some more ramen.
Is there anything you wouldn't eat? Crickets or, you know, mealy worms or something?
I have had a bit of experience with some weird bugs, but nothing's ever really off the table.
As long as they're fried.
Yeah,
It's okay.
no.
As long as
We're Americans. It's got to be fried.